I used to believe that no matter how bad things got, your parents would always protect you. I was wrong. My name is Alia, and when I was just 12 years old, my own father sold me to settle his debts. It started subtly. My dad lost his job when I was 10. At first, he tried to hide it, still bringing home groceries, pretending everything was fine. But soon, things started disappearing. First the TV, then the fridge, then my school books. He said we were downsizing, but I overheard phone calls late at night, voices yelling, my dad begging. I didn't understand it all, but I knew. Something was very wrong. One night, I woke up to him sitting at the edge of my bed. His eyes looked sunken, his face pale, hands shaking. "Alia," he said, "you know I love you, right?" I nodded. He took a deep breath. "But I made some mistakes. I owe people money, and if I don't pay them soon, they'll come for us both." My heart started pounding. "I found a way to fix everything," he whispered. "They'll take care of you, they promised. You'll live better than we ever could." I froze. "What do you mean, take care of me?" He couldn't even look me in the eye. The next morning, a black car pulled up in front of our house. A woman stepped out, tall, dressed in all black, lipstick perfectly applied. She smiled at me like I was a prize. My dad handed me a backpack. "Be good," he said. "You'll thank me one day." I begged him not to make me go. I cried. I screamed. I held onto his leg until the woman pried me off, and just like that, I was gone. The place they took me to looked like a mansion from the outside, but once inside it felt like a prison. No windows, cameras everywhere, locked doors. I wasn't the only one. There were other girls, all around my age, all looking as broken as I felt. We weren't allowed to talk much. They called us by numbers, not names. I was 47. We cleaned, cooked. Sometimes were taken out for special work. I don't want to say what that meant, but you can imagine. I survived by staying invisible, doing what I was told, pretending I wasn't there. I cried every night in silence, wondering why my dad did this to me, wondering if anyone was looking for me. 2 years passed. I turned 14 inside that prison. One night, during a power outage, something changed. One of the girls, older, fearless, whispered to me, "Tonight's our chance. Are you in?" My heart nearly exploded. I nodded. We crawled through a tiny air vent, used a bent spoon to jam open a maintenance door, and ran into the night. I had no idea where I was. My feet were bleeding. I had no money. I hadn't seen a phone or outside street in years. But I kept running. A truck driver found me walking barefoot by the highway at dawn. He called the police. I was taken to a shelter, then questioned. When they asked about my father, I froze. I wanted to say he was evil, that he sold me, but instead, I said nothing. They contacted my old school. Apparently, I had been marked as a runaway. My mother had died when I was a baby, so there was no one left to claim me. I went into foster care. The first family I lived with, they treated me like trash, like I was damaged. The second family was different. The woman who took me in, her name was Grace, never asked questions at first. She'd let me eat in silence, sleep when I needed, and gave me a notebook. "Write everything. When you're ready," she said. That notebook saved me. It took months, but I finally wrote it all. What happened? Who did what? How I escaped? Grace cried when she read it. She told me she believed me. For the first time in years, someone believed me. She took it to the police, and this time, they listened. The house where I was held, raided, the woman in black, arrested, and my father was never found. They say he probably changed his name, maybe even fled the country. I don't know if I'll ever see him again. Part of me still hopes I won't. But another part wants to ask him one thing. Was I really worth just $10,000? Because that's how much they said he sold me for. I'm 18 now. I have a new name, a new life, But I'll never forget the little girl I used to be, the one who begged her dad not to let her go. And if you're out there trapped like I was, know this, you are not alone and you can escape. I did.